am Sapna Chandaria, an intuitive energy healer and empowerment coach, Akashic record healer, multidimensional healer. And I am so happy to be here with you all once again on this gray, strange weathered Tuesday, the 10th of March. How are you all doing? I'm absolutely loving all of the feedback and all of the comments I'm getting from you for these videos. So I truly appreciate your engagement and your words. So thank you. Today I feel like I have quite a lot to get through, so I'm just going to get straight into it. Once again, as has been sort of the theme, I guess, for even the last 8 weeks of this year, lots of stuff happening astrologically, lots of stuff happening in the energy and the movement of the planets. So this week we are going direct with Mercury, and we have a full moon in Virgo from yesterday, actually. So Mercury goes direct pretty much yesterday, today, from being in retrograde from the last 3 weeks. And we have a full moon in Virgo. So these two events happening together are pretty powerful. Mercury in retrograde felt probably slow and heavy, and like things that you wanted to get done were not really moving at the pace that you wanted it to. And that's pretty normal, you know. So when that happens, when Mercury goes into retrograde, we have to adjust ourselves. We have to slow down. We have to start coming back into our bodies and really, slow down, move out of our heads into our hearts, okay? But now that Mercury is going direct, all of these projects, all of these other things that you've been waiting to do can now start going full force, okay? So the great thing is that with the full moon in Virgo, Virgo being an earth sign, we are also being given an opportunity to put all of these things into action. So the last 3 weeks, and probably about 2 or 3 weeks before Mercury went into retrograde, so literally the last 5-6 weeks, things may have been coming up to the surface in terms of what you are being shown that you need to change in your life. And you've definitely got the messages. And now with this full moon in Virgo, you will be able to actually put it into action. And this is the energy of the full moon in Virgo right now, is action, putting it into action, putting it into physical manifestation, grounding all of these thoughts and these ideas and these, amazing creative energies coming through, and now putting it into action and into physical manifestation. So that's where I want to begin. I hope everyone is well and is aligning to these messages that I bring you from the universe, from source. And yeah, we again have constantly been given so many tools to grow, spiritually, to grow personally, to grow in our relationships, our business, our finance, our families, whatever that may be for each of us, right? So how are we using these tools that we've been given? And again, these tools are given to us on a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level. So here we are, 10th of March. The next thing I wanted to actually bring to you guys and talk a little bit about, because it's really important, and especially in my own work, it's life-changing. And I've seen phenomenal results from working with this energy. And basically, I want to talk to you today about the theta brainwave and why it's so important. For me, in my work, I've always been a scientist. I come from a family of scientists, from a family of chemists, and I've always been sort of good at chemistry, physics, biology. And for me, it was always about making sure that I'm able to connect spirituality with science. There is no separation, okay? And when we talk about energy medicine, when we talk about the chakras and sort of higher level spiritual concepts, I prefer to always connect it to a scientific and physiological explanation. So, today I want to talk about the theta brainwave, and I will also be guiding you through a theta brainwave meditation, which will help you immensely in your lives to heal, to manifest, to stay aligned, to stay centered, to open your chakras, to do all sorts of things. So this is a very, very powerful meditation and discussion. Okay, so basically, our brainwave goes through various frequencies throughout the day. So right now, I'm in a beta brainwave, which is an active state of my brain. And then there's the alpha wave, there's a theta wave, there's a delta wave, and there's a gamma wave. Okay, today I want to focus on the theta wave. And basically, the theta wave is about being in a very deep state of relaxation. It's a very low frequency. So brain waves are measured in hertz, in cycles. Hertz meaning, the symbol Hz. In cycles. And the theta brain wave is between 4 to 8 cycles per second. Okay? The beta is much, much faster. And the gamma is even faster than that. So when our brainwave is at such a slow frequency, we are able to connect into the subconscious. So the theta brainwave allows us to connect into that place that sits between the conscious and the unconscious, which is the subconscious. And this is where the deepest healing happens. This is where we store our limited belief systems. This is where we store all our belief systems, not just the limiting ones. And once we're able to access these parts of ourselves, we can change it, right? So think about all of the episodes that have come prior to this one, where I've brought in different concepts, different questions, different prompts, and really it's all about leading into particular places that I want to get you guys to. And therefore, one of them is understanding the theta brainwave and accessing the subconscious and how we can make change at such a deep level that is actually permanent. Okay? Permanent change in our subconscious by accessing the theta brainwave. Is everyone with me? Yeah? Okay. So, as we go into the theta brainwave, what we experience is this sense of being fully connected to God, to Source, to the energy of all that is. Okay? Now, when I talk about God or Goddess, it's not actually the highest vibration of unconditional love. Okay? The highest vibration of unconditional love is the energy of all that is the energy of Source, is the energy of the supreme divine consciousness. Yeah? And when we're in this energy and in a theta brainwave, we are connecting into the energy that allows us to ultimately heal, to manifest whatever it is that we want in our lives, to truly connect into our intuitive and psychic senses, and pretty much reminds us of the divine energy that we were created with and that we still are. Okay, so remember, The theta brainwave allows us to connect into the consciousness of all that is. Yeah? So what happens in theta healing, for example, we can visualize sort of taking our energy all the way through our body and coming out in our crown chakra in an amazing, beautiful ball of light, right? But if that were to be tested using an ECG machine, we would still only be in the alpha wave, okay? The thing that actually connects us into the theta brainwave is when we bring in the energy and the intention and the prayer to connect to God, to the source of all that is, to connect to the creator. Yeah? So remember that. The theta brainwave is accessible when we are actively seeking to connect to the source of all that is, when we're actively seeking to connect to the creator of all that is. Otherwise, we just stay in an alpha wave, okay? And when we're in that theta wave, when we're able to connect to that all that is energy, we become part of source once again. We are always connected to source, right? But we're able to now connect into the subconscious by using that theta wave. Yeah. When we're in that theta wave, we can basically receive whatever information that we need to receive. We are connected to our intuitive and psychic senses. Okay. And this is why the theta brainwave is so important. You know, the monks used to sit for hours and hours and hours in meditation to connect into a theta brainwave. Yeah. And I'm sure you're hearing more and more about this theta brainwave and why it's so important, which is why I felt like I needed to also make sure that you understand it from this perspective of connecting science with spirituality. Yeah. Okay, so once we're in this theta brainwave, and for those of you just joining now, hi Hetal, hey Shabanu, I'm talking about the theta brainwave, and I'm going to lead you through a guided meditation to connect into the theta brainwave, okay? And once we're in this theta brainwave, this is how we're able to connect into the energy of unconditional love so that we can bring in healing. Okay, is everyone with me? Fantastic. The other thing about the theta brainwave is that we go into a theta brainwave every night. Okay, most of us today, with the amount of stress, with the amount of brain activity that we go through during the day, kind of skip it. Okay, but it is so key to our well-being. It's that brainwave where we're in a very deep sleep. And it's crucial for us to actually connect into all of these states while we're asleep. And most of us, you know, wake up tired, which means we haven't been into a theta brainwave. But when you wake up and you feel refreshed and energized, your brain and your subconscious has gone into the theta brainwave. So the theta brainwave, when we use it to connect into our subconscious and we make the changes to our belief systems and we go to sleep at night and connect into the theta brainwave naturally as part of our sleep pattern, the changes that we make during the healing are manifested. Okay, so this is what I use in my healing work, is to connect to the theta brainwave, witness the changes that the creator is making, because the creator is the healer. I'm not the healer. And then the person or the client goes to sleep at night and the changes are made in your subconscious. And this is how powerful this work is. You can have instant change, instant healing, instant manifestations if you truly work through all of the blocks and the belief systems that don't serve you. Yeah? Fantastic. So I'm going to keep the theta meditation to the end of this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them through. Say hi, tell me that you're here. Also, if you're watching the replay, tell me that you're here. Hashtag replay. Great. So the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about today are the Akashic records. Okay. The Akashic records have probably been popping up here and there in your consciousness, and a lot of people have been extremely curious about what they are and how they can help us today. So I have been channeling and working with the Akashic records since about 2003, so about 17 years. And I would say that it's only recently, probably about the last 3, maybe 4 years, that the information and the energy of the records has really started coming into what is our mainstream consciousness. Now, there's a reason for this. Before 3 or 4 years ago, people were not really ready for that deep soul work. And now, as we are able to connect higher and deeper into ourselves, we are beginning to have a daily practice. We are becoming more aware of our vulnerabilities and our weaknesses. The Akashic records have now just really sort of been opened up into the world. Okay, so these are records that basically are the knowledge of everything that has ever happened in time. So you can imagine how powerful this information really is, right? The knowledge of everything that has ever happened in time. And if it would get into the wrong hands, it would be a disaster, right? So every single soul that has ever existed has a record, has a book, okay? And in this book, through your energetic frequency and your energetic vibration, you record every single action, every single feeling, every single thought, every past life, every lesson, every achievement, every disappointment, every mistake. Everything is recorded in these records. And so when I'm channeling them, first of all, I'm connecting to your masters, your teachers, and your loved ones, because we all have our support team, our angelic realm support team. And so by calling in these masters and teachers and loved ones of you, they also allow us to access information that we would not normally be able to access. Okay. So recently I did a reading on someone, and it was so powerful because as we were getting through the reading, I was suddenly shown this vision and this visual of what this person was in a past life. And again, as I channel, I'm just simply bringing you information directly as it's being shown to me. So there's no editing. There's no sort of, oh my God, is this right? Maybe this is not. This sounds ridiculous. And I simply just gave this person the information as I was being shown it. And they resonated 100% with it. Because what they were shown is that from a past life, they had carried this energy into this life, and this particular energy sort of kept them in a place that was not serving them, kept them in a place that made them feel kind of isolated and removed from the rest of, their world, their family, their friends. And even though people loved this person, and people do love this person, there was a big lesson in understanding where this energy came from in their Akashic records, because it needed to shift. It was not serving them anymore. They were not happy, actually, in carrying this energy, right? And they understood that when they're able to, first of all, have the awareness through their record reading that this exists. I didn't know anything about this person, okay? And yet, exactly what they needed came through. And immediately, in that same day of doing the reading, they started making deep, meaningful changes in their lives. They were able to stand up for themselves and say no and have the boundaries that they were not able to have before. They really shifted on so many different dimensions and immediately started putting this into action. And not from a place of being forced to do it, but from a place of knowing that this is exactly what needed to happen, and this is exactly where they needed to make the shift in their lives in order to move to another level, in order to move to a higher vibration. Okay? So all of you watching, I would really encourage you to do an Akashic record reading if you're feeling stuck, if you're recognizing that there may be some past life influence in your life today that is not serving you, that is not helpful and healthy for your relationships. And, you know, in the old energy, we were told that only a certain kind of priest or a certain kind of healer could read these records. But I feel like as we get deeper into the understanding of what it means to align to our soul purpose, the only place that we can really do this is through our records. Okay? And it is from my records, it is from the blueprint of my soul that sits in my records that I'm able to truly recognize what my purpose is here on earth. Okay? Oh, I've also had other readings where people have walked away and just thought, oh my God, this woman is totally full of shit and I have absolutely no idea what she's talking about. But I promise you that those people will feel the energy of their records, because it being in such a high energy, there's a healing happening, there's your records being opened, there's your huge support. I mean, these high vibrational energies coming in to help you and to guide you. So even if in that moment you may feel like as if nothing's really happening, I don't feel any different, most of the time people, yes, do walk away feeling like, oh, but I already knew that. And that's the key. That's when you know that your records have been opened. Because of course we're connecting into our soul energy every single day, right? But when someone like me, who doesn't know everything about you, gives you a piece of information that there's no way I could possibly know, and because it's come from your records, there's a huge shift. Okay? Again, there's a healing, there's a shift. And so it's absolutely, I think, vital that we connect into this energy that we've been given to have deeper insights into where our soul has been and where our soul needs to be aligned to, so that we can have an amazing manifestation of abundance, success, good health, happiness, joy, love, you name it. This is where it sits, okay? Fantastic. So, how's everyone feeling? Lots of information. I'm sure that you're going to all go back and check this video out. Please do, because there is a lot of juicy stuff here, like I promised. And hey, Tony, welcome, just in time. Okay, so I'm going to now lead you through a theta wave meditation. This is a daily theta healing meditation, and I hope that you will use it and at least just start getting familiar with it, okay? The more you use it, the more familiar you'll get with it, and you will feel amazing. You will feel amazing. I can tell you that because I've been working with the theta brainwave for so many years, I'm able to visualize and imagine, and I'm automatically there. Okay, so this does take practice like everything else, and it's really going to help you achieve whatever it is that you've set out to achieve for 2020 and beyond. I mean, please use this every day. This information is so valuable. And here you are getting it because the creator of all that is has told me that you guys need to get it. So, getting comfortable, making sure your feet are on the ground, your spine is straight. Just closing your eyes, taking a couple of deep breaths, bringing your awareness to this present moment. Allowing the prana to infuse every single one of your cells by simply breathing in and out, softening, coming into a state of relaxation, getting out of your head and connecting into your heart and the rest of your body. So I want you to imagine that there is an energy coming out from the center of the earth, through the bottom of your feet, going all the way up to the top of your head, opening all your chakras as this energy, this channel of light, travels through your body. And it goes up through your crown, above your space, into this beautiful ball of light. Now imagine yourself in this ball of light going all the way past your roof, past the trees, through the sky, up into the universe. Going, passing all the planes of existence, going directly to the seventh plane. And poof, you're there. When you get to the seventh plane of existence, the ball of light that surrounds you disappears, and the energy of all that is envelops each and every molecule and atom that makes you who you are, until you finally dissolve into the love of the creator of all that is. There is no fear. You just gently feel this energy moving through everything. You realize that you are a part of everything and everyone. It's easy to manifest in this energy because you realize that you're a part of everybody and everything that is. You can feel the energy all around you, and as you realize this, your body comes into perfect balance. Now is the time to think about what you want in your life. Imagine that it is sitting already in your life and that you are a part of it. Just take a few seconds to imagine what that is. Start with something small. And as you practice this daily meditation, you will start trusting yourself more. You will start surrendering to the creator of all that is even more. And once you have imagined that whatever it is that you want to manifest is already in your life. I want you to take a deep breath in and open your eyes. Still holding the energy of feeling connected to the energy of all that is. It is from this place that you are connected to all that is, and that all that you want, you are already part of. All that you desire, you are already a part of. And here we are, once again, the great gathering. It's already 30 minutes and here we are. So I want to leave you in this beautiful open state of this theta healing meditation today. Think big, dream big, stay present, stay aware, and start using all these tools that I've been giving you over the past 8 weeks so that you can truly start becoming the authentic energy of who you are. Once again, lots of love to you all from me, Sapna Chandaria. Connect with me through my Facebook page, send me a DM. Any of you who are ready for an Akashic record reading, please get in touch. I'm sending you all my love and blessings. Have an amazing, amazing day.